everybody, it's Gary Peavy here at the Wealth Design Group. I hope you're doing well. Here in beautiful Sacramento in October, it's 100 degrees today. So let's just say it feels like a good time to stay inside. But I will tell you what, we're less than a month away from the 2024 election. I would love to have a conversation with everybody about who I believe is going to be the best leader for our country for the next 4 years. But I really can't do that. But I will tell you what has come about with all of this commentary that we're getting from both sides of the political parties and what it really makes me think about. I'm not that far away from retiring someday, okay? I've got to make sure that I have done a great job for me and for my family to have the kind of retirement income that we're going to want to have. And also, I'm very concerned about what the financial future looks like, both while I'm alive, while my wife is alive, and also what's the impact going to be on my daughters. Because they've got a lot of life in front of them. So, I wanted to talk to you about how concerned I am that people become complacent with what the government is doing, and if the citizens believe that the government is acting in their best interest to make sure that as you plan and put away money for yourself, that you're going to have a retirement income that you're never going to outlive. Okay? So it really makes me think about the information that we get, and do we understand it and the impact of it or not. So let's just talk, first of all, about the S&P 500. You've got money probably in a 401k account. You've got money in the market, and you're hoping and anticipating that it's going to have a great rate of return. Well, you know, it's like 7 stocks make up the majority of the return on the S&P 500. There's 500 stocks in it, but only 7. And most of them are really technology related. What would happen to the return on your portfolios if 1 or 2 of those take a hit? What's the impact? Whether it's now or it's in the future. Okay? Now, behind me is the U.S. debt clock. And you can go to usdebtclock.org and turn this on. Put it on your computer and let it sit there for a little bit. There's a tremendous amount of information on this screen. But right here is the U.S. national debt. And right now it's $35 trillion, $684 billion, and going up quickly. This is actually moving, I guess, in real time. So, how is the government ever going to pay for that? Who's buying the U.S. debt? China was a big buyer, but they've sold a bunch of it. Who's going to buy our debt as we go out and we issue these treasuries and expect some foreign country to come in and purchase them to keep our cash flow available while the debt is skyrocketing? This is an interesting program. If you buy one of the upgraded editions and you click right over here on the time machine and take it out to 2028, that's only 4 years. It went from 35 trillion to 47 trillion. That's $12 trillion in 4 years. There's no way that the government can pay the debt, just the interest on that debt. So what's the impact on you? Okay, first of all, though, let's do this. Let's take a look. What is a trillion? Because most people, they can't even relate to what a trillion is. Okay? So let's take a look. What is a trillion? Okay, let's assume I gave you a job and I was going to pay you $1 a second for you to work. So that would be $3,600 an hour that you'd be earning. That would be pretty good pay. In a day, that would be $86,400 you would earn a day, which turns out to be $32 million a year. Now that would be a pretty good salary, okay? $32 million a year. If you multiply that times 31 and a half years, so if you did that for most all your working years, you would have $1 billion. Okay? So you would have earned $1 billion in 31 and a half years. But on the debt clock, we were talking about trillions of dollars, 35 trillion. So it would take you 31,688 years earning $32 million a year to earn $1 trillion. Okay, you can take these bills and put them end to end and it'll go, I don't know, to the moon or something. Around the earth so many times. $1 trillion is an unbelievable amount of money. And especially unbelievable if you owe it to somebody. So I'm very concerned about your financial future. I'm very concerned about what impact this will have on you. Consumer Price Index. So you're aware that energy costs, food costs, and healthcare costs are not included in the government's calculation of Consumer Price Index. When we're talking about inflation, and I've been in this business almost 40 years, you know, for probably 37 of them, we really never talked much about inflation. But now if you look at it, does it cost you more to live? Does it cost you more to do the things that you want to do or you have to do? Absolutely. If you were retiring today at 65, what do you think the impact of interest rates, inflation, government spending, trying to provide social program benefits to people, all of those, what's the impact going to be on your retirement income? Is your income going to go down because of the rising costs of everything? Are you going to have enough? Are you going to have enough not only for you, but also for the people around you that you love and care about? It could be your community. It could be your kids. It could be your grandkids. Okay, the questions are really saying, what are you doing about it? What strategies are you implementing now that are going to help you for the full remaining time of your life? If you're interested in having these conversations with us, if you're interested in answering the questions that are raised, whether I raise them or you raise them yourself, just give us a call, send us an email, let us know. Let's have the conversations. Let's make sure that whatever the strategies are that you are implementing or that you think about implementing and haven't got around to it yet, that they are really going to work to empower you to take advantage of the opportunities that are going to occur with all of these financial impacts that are coming. You can either be the effect of those, or you can be empowered to actually prosper from them. Okay, Gary Peavy here at the Wealth Design Group. Thanks for hanging in on this video. Sure hope that it was beneficial for you these few minutes, and we look forward to helping you. You take care.